Hi everyone. I just wanted to take a few minutes to show you micro projects 1 and 2. Micro projects 1 and 2 can be found inside of the week 1 section of our course Blackboard site. So over on the left hand side, here's a week 1 link, and that's where I am right now. That's what's showing on the screen. Let's take a look at the intro. So you can see the table of contents here, and we'll click on the intro to micro projects 1 and 2 and take a look at some student work from past classes. So micro project 1 and 2 are preparations for projects 1 and 2. So the micro projects are just like small mini projects that will help you to prepare for the larger, more involved projects. So project 1 involves creating a custom illustration set, and the illustrations you're going to be creating are food illustrations, food or drink, that sort of thing. And I think that the best way to show you what the goal of project 1 is to just show you the student work. So you can take a look at this yourself in Blackboard, but I'm going to scroll through here so you can just get a sense of the range of styles and the range of food items that students have done. And generally what I'm showing you are projects that are really well done, like projects that would receive an A. And that's not saying that all of these are perfect, because they're not. Even an A project, a project that would receive an A grade, would sometimes need some refinement, or could get some feedback. There could be some improvement there. But these are really at a level that is what I'm expecting for project 1. I don't want to go into all the details, all the requirements for project 1 at this point, because you'll see that next week. I just want you to get a sense of what that's going to be about. Okay, so here's some really nice student work for project 1. These types of illustrations can be shown in a portfolio on their own as a set like this, or they can be shown in the context of some other layout. So project 2 involves creating a layout for a menu, and inside the menu you will place your illustrations, your food illustrations. So now I'm showing you some images of layouts that past students have done. They've created the concept for a restaurant or diner or cafe or something like that, and they've created the the layouts, and then they've placed their food illustrations within them. So there's quite a range of styles and color schemes and typography and illustration styles. So you can see that within the parameters of our requirements, you've got quite a bit of freedom to develop something unique, and that would look great in a portfolio. So what I'm showing you now is project 2, finished projects 2. So project 1, again, is the food illustrations as a set that you'll create, and then project 2 involves creating a layout for a menu and placing those illustrations within that menu layout. Okay, so again, you do have access to these in Blackboard under week 1. All right, so even though I'm showing you this on video, I do expect that you're going to read through this and look through it on your own and take some more time to study these examples. So now that you're familiar with projects 1 and 2, let's take a look at micro project 1. Okay, micro project 1 involves doing some research. You're going to develop a restaurant idea. You're going to invent something on your own. So a fictional type restaurant, you're not going to, if you're doing a pizza place, you're not going to call it Pizza Hut or Papa John's or something like that. An example here is Papa's Pizzeria. Now maybe somewhere in the world there's a Papa's Pizzeria, but it's not a well-known chain. You don't want it to be something that is recognizable, okay? So like Joe's Pizza, I'm sure there's Joe's Pizzas out there, but you could probably do something fairly generic like that, okay? But you do have several different types of restaurants that you could choose from. Again, in restaurants, I'm including things like wine bars and breweries, cafes. And I do want you to stick to this list. There's plenty of choices here, so let's stick to this list and keep things, as simple as possible. So you're going to develop your concept for a restaurant. You're going to do research. A good place to start with research is just Googling things or looking on Pinterest, visiting local restaurants or going to websites for restaurants and grabbing carry-out menus and just getting a good idea of what menu design looks like, and especially menu design that includes food illustrations or food images as part of the design. So I did just click on a link for a Pinterest board that I put together that you can explore, that shows examples of menus done in all different styles with different styles of illustrations on them. But then again, some of them are illustrated with photos. So like this lunch munch menu here, these are photos. They're not digital, vector graphic type illustrations that we're going to be creating. The photos give you some sort of an idea for, you could create illustrations, digital vector illustrations similar to this. All right, and so they just give you a sense of how illustrations are being used, or photos are being used in menu design. Illustrations are used to help guide the reader's eye around the menu, so that you don't necessarily have to read every single word. For example, this menu there's a pizza slice illustration right by the word pizza, and you know that you don't even have to read the word pizza to just know that your eye is drawn to that pizza slice. You know that's where you're going to find pizza dishes. These you can click on. They might have more images that you can take a look at. So I want you to spend quite a bit of time researching, and the Pinterest board that I put together is just a starting point. Explore it, click on the links, get some ideas, get some inspiration for a style that you might go for, but do more research on your own. Don't just stick to the Pinterest board. Go out on Google, like I said, or visit restaurants.